in the breakthroughs. So for us, it's really time to deliver. It's really fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, that's incredible. When you were sharing that before we opened the webinar, I was so so excited to hear that from the development side of Daisy AI, things are going. I think your exact words were even better than expected.
Yeah, even better than we expected, because I'm in the field of AI for since I started, even before I started the university, so over 20 something years. And it's very challenging field. And when people come to us as a developers, they have all these notions of how AI is done. They read courses, they tried it in other companies and this, and then they're coming to us, and we're starting from zero. We're starting with very small models. We're starting to show the truth of how modeling is done. It's there's no hype, no standard, how to explain it, no standard passes that comes through. Like we reinvent all the methodologies. We check everything from zero, and it's really exciting, because then you see the numbers. Again, I love the numbers, so I see the numbers, and when I see the extremely small model gives you the numbers of 77% truth of this size of model, and then I'm saying like, wow. And then when we compare it to the model that other developers brought, that had, for example, 50-50, but it had so much meat, it had so much energy deployed, but the models were great, like big and great, but they delivered just 50-50, like no reason for these models. And then we had this small model that works already at 77% truth. So it's extremely exciting for both scientific side of the story, and just the reality of how AI should be built, really from the ground up, not from standard approaches. But from other side, we have this huge team of computer vision and NLP that doing their work in proper huge way. But again, we are downsizing their results to see the real effect, to see the real impact. So
I
for
love it.
us, it's so much fun. It's not only Daisy in developing of, we're also developing the infrastructure for trading through forex, trading oil, copper, all the commodities, trading. Today we started discussing the stocks. So we're working on the infrastructure to get all the information, to get information not only hourly or daily, also the minutes, so we have more access to it. So it just, again, it's mind blowing for us that we're able to do everything that we plan to do. So
It's
again,
incredible, Dr.
thank you
Anna.
community for doing it for us and for yourself
I
to
love it.
get.
And for us, for us as a community, this is invigorating. And I think it's important that we start the webinar today by really reminding everybody that every contributor in Daisy is crowdfunding. We are empowering this future development, this future reality of a whole new generation of AI technology, that what we see today in the live market, what you see today, even with Endotech, is the current generation of AI technology. And as a project, guys, we're getting ready to literally raise the entire bar of AI in the financial technology trading world. That Endotech is literally going to be the unicorn company that brings this whole new era of artificial intelligence to the financial market. And we're in front of that. You don't just look at Daisy for what it is today. Hey, what it is today is amazing. And we're going to talk about today what you have your hands on and what we all get to be a part of. But I think the most exciting part for me, for all of us, is knowing the future of where we're going, that every contributor gets equity in the future of this technology, that every contributor that's providing liquidity, for example, to the Daisy Fund, has the opportunity to experience the uplift that Daisy AI will generate as it unfolds in the future. And we get to be in the front end of that. And so, as exciting as it is right now, and it is exciting, guys, what's happening right now, and we're going to make some great announcements today, we are a part of the future. You are inviting people to contribute and have equity in the future of artificial intelligence in the financial technology world. And let's never lose sight of that. Let's never get so caught up in, hey, what's the trading returns in the first 3 months? That's such a small question. It's such a small question when you realize the big picture of what we're in front of and how exponential that's going to be. So guys, we're so excited to have Dr. Anna with us here today. We called this webinar the Run to a Billion, because we know that in the next 90 days, we're going to, as a community, see this project go to the next level. We're going to see 1 million members contributing to the Daisy project. We're going to see $1 billion come through the decentralized finance ecosystem that we have. The DeFi environment is so attractive to the world today. We're going to break every record in the industry. And the most exciting component of what we have is that we have a chance together as a community to actually be a part of what Endotech is creating with Daisy AI. So Dr. Anna, it's great to have you with us today. I know you have some slides and great information to share with everybody. So we're going to throw it over to you, and thank you for taking time to be with us. I know that every 30 minutes you're in meetings right now. So thank you for being with us.
Exactly. Yeah, and now I have to reschedule these meetings because, it's lots of work. So let's start with a few announcements. First of all, again, thank you, community, because you brought 93,000 contributions. You brought 59 million into the contribution to the Daisy trading testing network. You brought, you currently tested our system for withdrawals. We made over 2,000 withdrawals and paid payouts for the profits of 837,000. So again, I think it's like, yay for us. We already succeeded to pay out some of the profits. And we decided, as it's a very important topic for us, that we approached daily by the companies that saying, close the doors, give it to the institutional traders solely. And we're saying, no, we're interested to have it as a retail opportunity for the retail clients, so they can have the access to the high risk, high return. And this is why I'm extremely happy that we will be able to help you understand what exactly we're getting into. We're going to share with you some educational content fairly soon. We're getting ready to have very structured educational content for you. And part of it I would like to show you as example right now, touching several topics that you're asking questions about. So without any further ado, let's start. I'm doing share screen, and it should be here. Okay. Do we see Daisy April 29?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I got several questions that from Edward, Ilya, and Jeremy that said that leaders are asking, and hopefully the community is asking. So here we go. So first of all, how contributions are added to the fund, okay? So when you put the contributions through the smart contract, you can see your contribution here in contribution and payout history. Now, we receive it to our internal wallet, and we wait till there is significant sum that we want to transfer to the trading wallet. And you probably will understand why we do this. Again, we can transfer it immediately, but there is no reason for us to do so, because we make decision on trading separately from the contributions that we receive. So within, from, if you like it might take 1 minute, but if we do it later, it might take 2 days. Again, you might fall into the period when the market goes down or our performance goes down. So don't think about this as you missing the opportunity. It just, you got additional 2 days till you enter the fund. So, and then you will see that your money moved to the contribution and this money is added to the fund. So from this moment forward, you are participant in fund profits and losses. percentage wise. It's very important to understand. Fund, just think about this as S&P fund. There are lots of participants. We grew to the way that 67 million that we're managing right now under the test, and your contribution has very different scale. So when you're introducing your funds, it's separate activity of looking at your funds as something that joins the system and the trading decisions that we receive. So as soon as you see contribution in the fund, it means that you're starting to participate in the profits. So the line of the profits that we'll be showing within a week or two, we will show to you the percentage of the profit of the fund, and you will get exactly the same percentage of the profit. So right now, our product on the back office lacking a little bit of this information. We're showing only the balance and the balance of the fund. We're not showing the profits from dollars and percentage point of view. Again, the most important to understand, you are profiting in the same percentage as the main fund, always. It doesn't matter if you entering your funds or you withdrawing your funds, whatever funds were in the system for that moment for you, they increased in exactly the same amount. For example, if you entered 500, right, and fund went 10%, you made $50. If you put 500 and then you put additional 1,000, then this part collected this percentage, and then total funds collected the next percentage. Okay, and we're showing you on your account both. We will be showing again both percentage, profits, and also the balance. At the moment, you only see the balance of your account. So if you are two different contributions, if you two different clients, or you put two different contributions into the system, then again, we calculate for contribution A from the beginning point, and if it's a separate person, we calculate him from the second point. But if you are the same person, then you will get contribution till this point, and then cumulative profit from this point. Again, for this specific story, we will be releasing educational note next week that you will be able to see, and we will go through multiple examples of how it's done. But again, the most important for you, you need to remember, once the contribution reaches the fund, the percentage-wise profit and loss gets aligned with the main fund. I would like also to touch on how compounding work and why I do hope that all the withdrawals were done as test withdrawals and not your eventual thinking, your final thinking of how things should work. Let's take example. Fund that started in January, in February, and in March, right? Once it started in January, we call it principal, the money that lies in the fund. So for example, it's 1,000. And we make 50% by February. Then your profit is 50%. Your balance reach 1,500. If you withdraw it, right, we start to trade with principal again. So we go again, we make another 500, 50%. The fund does 50%. And then your balance again is 1,500. So the total withdrawals that you did for yourself is 500 plus 500 is 1,000. Okay. So this is for people that like to take dividends. They can make within 2 periods of time certain profits. What happens with compound effect? With compound effect, you start with a principal, you move to a certain balance, 1,500, and then you trade 50% from this point, not from the 1,000 again, but from 1,500. So your 50% of the profit will be 750. Okay, and your balance will be new balance. And then the next time, if it gets another 50%, it gets even higher and even higher. And this compounding effect, just look, we made 50% more, right, on the profit from the previous months. just by compounding it. Compounding means that you're putting your profit back into the system and you trade on it. Okay, so this compound effect is actually responsible for the high risk, high return successes, because even if you make 10% a month, by compounding it, you're reaching not 100% 20, but you can reach 300%. So the value really changes. So again, we as Daisy, what we do is we trade every time on the balance, not on principle. Okay, we're trading on the balance. So if you see 10% every month, then at the end of the year you're reaching very nice percent if you do the compound instead of fixed balance story.
And Dr. Anna, just so I can clarify for everybody too, because we get this question a lot: is how do I compound? The answer is you don't withdraw. It's that simple. If you don't withdraw the profits, you're automatically compounding.
Yes, we do smart compounding at Daisy. So again, don't worry about us overstretching certain leverages or certain things. We do smart compounding, but we do take our profits back into the account and we trade on them. So again, for you not to compound, what you need to do is withdraw your money, and then you will start trading again with your principal. Okay, and then for you, the story will be again back to this story. This is the story for people that will take their profits every time, and then they will again trade with their principal. Okay, but if you don't take out the principal, will be your story. You put 1,000, it's either for Daisy as a whole fund or for you as a client. This is the same story. Okay.
That's awesome. And let me jump into on that for the community, guys. So one of the questions we get a lot is, well, if people don't withdraw, then how do we earn the unilevel bonus, right? That residual bonus. And I guess this is a good opportunity to make a quick announcement, because it just ties right into what you're talking about, Dr. Anna. What we're doing is this, and this was the plan from day one, is when any particular member, let's say a member joins in January, sometime in January, then we know that February, March, April, May, June, July is a 6-month period that their account is growing, and that person may withdraw, that person may compound. But what we're going to do, what Endotech's going to do, is at the end of 6 months for each member, they're going to take the 30% out where the 15% residual income comes from. And what that means, guys, is that once we reach the 6-month period, which is August, every single month, you're going to have an automatic residual payout from all of the members that contributed 6 months ago. And I want you to just picture that you're actually building a long-term residual income from all of the contributions in your network, in your unilevel organization. And even if a member says, which most members are doing, they're saying, we're going to compound. We're not going to withdraw our profits. We're going to leave the profits in, and we're going to let that balance compound. But automatically at the 6-month mark, you're going to start getting that residual payout. And then you're going to get that every month following that 6-month mark. So it's a very powerful formula that benefits the contributor with maximum compounding, but also benefits you as the Daisy member who's building a network when it comes to residual income. So that's one of the announcements that we wanted to make today, and make sure that everyone understands that you will have a monthly residual income after 6 months of compounding.
Excellent. So we touched on compounding effect. Again, withdrawals do not really affect other people's compounding effect. And it's very important. Withdrawals of your funds does not affect compounding effect of other people, because fund will going to make the same percentage. Again, we're talking in percentage. It will make in the same percentage whether you are inside or outside the fund. So everybody within the fund will receive this percentage. Okay. So the question is how much you're in the fund. So again, if you withdrew some of the money, then the money that you withdrew will not grow. But if you are in the fund, they will grow if the fund grows. Okay. Now, drawdowns. Very important for us to explain the drawdowns because it's not always, rosy, and people, especially in the beginning, can get very, nervous when they see our profits go up and down. Okay, so for example, what happened from the beginning of the trading from the fund, there was some entries that we took, and this is, again, this is just example. It's not exactly the specific algorithm. It's just for its explanation. We took the entry, okay, and then we reached the 30% of the fund profits, okay. But we're not oracles. We have no idea that it was the all-time high for that period for the Ether or for any other currency that we're in. So we did not exit at this point, right? So what you saw is that if we would exit at this point, we would bank 30%, 25%, whatever who entered at this point. But in reality, what happened that our algorithm are fairly relaxed about the exits because you don't try to catch the very top. Algorithm thinks it might still go up, it might reach 60%, 50%. So it's not in hurry to exit at this point. So we exited, for example, 10%. In reality, it was 10% lower. So let's say from profit of 25, we reached 15%. So we lost 10%. Again, from our point of view, it's okay. We did not really lose it because we entered here. So eventually we made 10, 15%. But when you saw the result, you might get discouraged because you say, okay, we were 30%, now we only 20%. Okay, that's what I saw on my screen. But again, you did not really lose. You did not take the highest point, but you did not really lose. And then we went down from the 20% to single digits because of multiple reasons. And again, it's okay because the system is structured in the way that at any single point, we can start losing 30 or 35%. And again, it's okay. It's statistically okay. So we lost because of multiple reasons. Market was choppy. Funding rates were higher than usual. Again, we resolved this issue. And again, we went down to single digits. And again, it's from our point of view, statistically, we did not deviate from the market expectation and how strategies performed within these conditions. So again, you will always see the situation that the results go really, really up, and very rarely we will be able to catch this highest point. We are very good at the entry. This you need to know. We are excellent in the entry. We're entering at 5% of the market move. But the exit wise, we're always allowing to go a little bit higher, a little bit lower than the optimal exit point. So this is about drawdowns. And I would like to touch upon withdrawals, how withdrawals work. So once you post withdrawal request, okay, what happens? We immediately write to your system the ticket that's saying that you requested this withdrawal, and it's already, from our point of view, it's done. Like, we know that you should receive this money. Even if market goes up or down or fund goes up or down, your money is locked in, okay? Then we collect a certain sum, and then we start the process of automated withdrawals through the smart contract. Now, again, since it's only the first days that we're doing it, we still want to be very careful about each single withdrawal. We're reviewing it, we're checking it, we're doing some work in testing mode, right? We're still checking that everything is fine. Down the road, this process will become automated, and then once you receive the withdrawal, it will automatically will be sent to the system and will be withdrawn. Again, we are doing this verification specifically for the beginning of this process to make sure that everyone receives its withdrawal in correct way. And we're checking the system, we're checking that everything is fine. Within the next few weeks, this process will become much faster, and it will take single minutes to be completed. So right now it might take up to 24 hours to be completed, the process. So you will first see that we confirmed the withdrawal for you, and then you will see that your balance got smaller. So this is for today. I hope we answered some questions. And again, please send your questions in organized way to your leaders and to the team. So we will be able to create this type of content to answer your questions. And we will try to organize them by the topics and have it available in YouTube and through different channels.
Awesome, Dr. Anna. Thank you so much for being with us today. I know that you have a busy day today, so in just a moment we'll let you go and take that day on. But Edward, Ilya, any questions or additional comments that you guys have? That was incredible information. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Dr. Anna, the very first slide you talked about, it takes 2 days. It could take up to 2 days the funds to arrive. Can you touch that so people understand why is it taking? Because it's coming from one to Binance or Gemini or other.
Okay. Yes. It's
and how it
again, it's very important to understand that we have two separate processes: the process of receiving funds and processes of trading. So when we trade, we do know that we have these funds, but literally we don't want to take them till we're ready in trading. So for example, we took all the positions, and if we take them, it's additional risk that we will take, and we don't want to take them. We will not put them anyway, right? So by saying risk, we're thinking that these funds might suffer. So we don't want to take them because we think these funds might suffer from the entering at the wrong point. So we're not taking them till we're ready. So there are two reasons why we will take the funds at certain points. Either because our risk is down and we think that it's okay now for funds to join, and we are reducing the risk of getting it, the highest point and then dropping down from the performance. And the second reason is because it's too much funds. We don't want people to wait too long. So if it surpasses like 500,000, goes to 1 million, we will take them because we don't want people to wait. So if it's just small drops of the funds for some day, we will wait. If it's incoming flow, we will take them in the same minute that we will see it's going to 1 million. We don't want people to wait. So again, it's kind of discretionary decision between traders and what we see how the flow of the funds goes.
Makes sense. And really quick, so is that means on members' back office, it might reflect differently? They might see their fund they just purchased later, not immediate?
Exactly. So they will see that they deposited the funds, but it's not in their trading funds. They will see that it's not yet in their trading funds. We move them to trading funds again at the point that we feel that the risk is lower, or that like in McDonald's, we need to serve. We need to get the money to change the situation. So
awesome. And another question. Just I know it's not ready, but audit before you go.
Yeah, the audit. Audit is a very important step for us. It's even for me personally, because once you get the official audit for the large sums of tens of millions, it puts very good stamp for the validity and trust factor of the business. So for us, it's extremely important. We went through the professional side of the analyst. We are waiting for the final signature from the management, and I really hope that the environment is tough. We are in Bitcoin business. I really hope that nothing changes and we get this stamp in a matter of short days. Again, everything is done from the business side, from the trading side. All this side is already stamped by analysts, and we're waiting for, since it's a bigger organization, I hope no major force majeure happens, and nothing changes, and we get the stamp, and then it will be very important for our business that we got this approval.
Awesome. Thank you. That's it from me. Ilya or Jeremy.
Yes, and Dr. Anna, once we get approval, is it going to be quarterly or monthly after that, the audit? Just to remind everybody.
We will decide together with this group, because you see, it took a long time for them to do the first one. Maybe the second one will be easier because they already understand the full size of the business. They understand how things are structured. We already went through the, trading results and this and that. So it might take less. So the goal is to have it at least quarterly. If we can make, every month, it will be perfect. But I think at least quarterly.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, right. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, it's a new office. You still no home styling. It's just we moved in and we have this furniture available. So it's nice furniture, nice walls. Still waiting for the few objects to arrive. And but it's already, I can sit not in virtual office but in real office in front of you, and it's makes me happy.
That's good.
That's awesome. I love it. I'm excited about the, I know in the new office, you guys, first of all, it's a beautiful new office. We're excited you guys are able to make that upgrade. And I know the security and all of the important things that are needed are there.
That's correct, yes.
But really excited that you guys are setting up even a section of the office that's going to be designated to the videos that you're going to be producing. Yes. I think that's going to be exciting, guys, that, a couple times a week, there's going to be educational videos, topical videos, Q&A videos from Dr. Anna and the team. And that's going to be exciting. I think for many of us, just to be able to learn, to be able to have updates on the progress of the AI and the different elements. So thank you for making a commitment to doing that for the community also.
Exactly. It's our commitment because we do want not to be the scientists that work only for scientists, with scientists. We have so many questions from universities and from students and from other companies that I think it's kind of our obligations, since we got such a support from you, from the community, to make this project. It's our obligation to kind of give back. And this is our way of giving back, not only by developing the technology, by talking about it. So again, Jeremy, absolutely right. We made this room. We're still working on it, but we already have the team ready, and we already next week you will see the first result of this room, and we will get better from this point. Again, it's our trial. We will get better from that point. So be patient with us because it's our first time of doing things. But hopefully within very short weeks and months, you will receive very quality content to look at and to be excited about.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Dr. Anna, for your time. We appreciate everything you're doing, and go. I know you got to go. You're making it.
Yeah, I need to go. I'm already moving it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Anna. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're going to shift gears now with some exciting announcements and get everybody caught up to speed on what's happening on the Daisy crowd of everything. And Edward, I'm just, I know how excited the field is right now because the withdrawal capabilities were there. And we know that a lot of people wanted to test that. It's been incredible because we see the unilevel payouts now available in the back office. So people are just getting a small taste of what this residual component is going to be. But I think for a lot of people, it makes it real now, right? It's like, okay, it's real. The money's real. The test trading accounts and the AI is real. And there's just a great excitement right now because people are able to withdraw. And, we get asked a question a lot, how, Dr. Anna addressed this, but how come there's the ups and downs, and, we saw the account go as high as 30% and drop down to 2% and back up to 15%. And, guys, that's part of what we all have to understand is this is the market. This is the space. And over time, Endotech's performance and history will always outperform the market. And this is where you have to trust the AI. You have to trust the long-term strategies that are in place here, because this is not like other programs that are out there that are promising, these instant returns and daily payouts. And, first of all, every opportunity out there that promises this short-term mindset, number one, none of them offer you transparency. None of them. Why? Why do they not offer transparency? Because the short-term payouts are not real. They're taking new money coming in and their money games, and they're paying out these short-term returns to get more money in. And every single time we see those projects fail because there's no transparency and they're not built on real foundations, real technology, real marketplace. And Daisy's the opposite of that. Daisy is 100% transparent and 100% real. And what does that mean? What does that mean for all of us? It means safety, it means security, and it means longevity. And this is what the market is looking for. So I want to encourage all of the community to not live in this short-term mindset, this short-term, get rich quick, scam marketing type of mindset, and understand the longevity, the safety, and the security of the Daisy model. We're not here to compete with anybody because we're in a category of our own. And that category is long-term. We're not here to have a weekend fling. We're here to build a lifetime relationship of successful fruit bearing. This is long-term for the community. We're not here short-term. We're not hype. We're not based on marketing. We're not some scam deal. Endotech and the Daisy project is a foundation that is being laid for long-term growth and stability for every single member in the community. And because of that, it's very important that we all embrace this proper mindset of long-term, life-term results and laying deep roots and solid foundation so that long-term as a community, we create wealth together. It's not about the instant short-term gratification. It's about the long-term success of the technology projects that Daisy is funding and the results of those technologies. So Edward, you guys have been in the business development world for decades. You guys, really understand this even more than I do. But is that accurate? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Jeremy, I like how you say long-term wealth creating. Really, if you compare the short term, maybe you make really fast a lot at short term and then something goes wrong and then again start over all the time. But if you do long term is actually compounding. It is compounding, not just the trade, your long-term success is compounding. And whatever you were able to earn in a short period of time, and then again, in a long term, 3 years later, 2 years later, 4 years later, you're actually making so much more than you would making in those short terms. That's how you create wealth. Long term, it means wealth. You're building a wealth.
This is true in team building too. We're all veterans of team building, and in team building, yes, there's something powerful about momentum, right? We know this. We know that, hey, you want to compress time frames and you create momentum by growing fast in a short period of time. But real leadership is about building lifetime relationships. It's about working with your organization and building those roots deep and helping strengthen your business with leaders around the world, cultivating that. And that takes time, that takes development. The greatest leaders in the world aren't just the ones who get somewhere the fastest, but the ones that I respect are the ones that get there the longest. The leaders that I look up to as mentors in this industry are the ones who have built deep roots and they've helped people win long-term over a long period of time. This is how you can measure great leadership. So it's not just about, the contribution side, or not just about the trading results, but even in the culture of leadership. It's a long-term build. It's brick by brick by brick by brick. You're building this empire, and the roots of your organization are going deep. The relationships are going deep. The success stories are going deep. And in doing this, you build a foundation for long-term wealth and long-term success.
Exactly.
Yes, Jeremy, you're 100% correct. And if you look at the trading side, so myself, Edward, specifically Edward, right? So he started to test the trading systems first, right, Edward? So more than 1 hour and a half ago. So we can see, I checked, yeah. So it's yes, yeah, year and a half ago, yes. So it's a lot. It's already like 18 months, more than 18 months, I believe, right? So myself, I started probably 14 months ago. So I can see now for the first few months, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Sometimes it's not very, it's not very lucrative. You see, sometimes it can go like minus. It can go maybe just 10% in 3 months or something like that. Just exactly what we see right now. But after 1 year, this is really when it kicks off. This is something we can see with our own eyes. I can see it on my Binance account directly, right? So I feel so confident because in the beginning, we can see some minuses. Some people, they join and they wonder how come it goes negative? How come it goes like minus 3% or something? People are not used to this. So it's kind of funny, right? Because I mean, it's a real trading world. And unfortunately, we have so many short-term opportunities, projects in the market, right? That spoil the whole concept of trading, right? Because people believe that this is what it's trading about, right? So when you're making 1% a day, but this is not trading, it's not real, Jeremy, like you said, they cannot provide transparency on this. So I think it's like very important that part of education that Dr. Anna did today, and she will provide to all of our community. I think this is like something, this is so cool, this is so brilliant. Like I was listening to her, like really, it's so simple, right? It's very simple. Most of people, they understand this. But when Dr. Anna explains, and when she says, it's like, it's very magical, right? It's very, very powerful with her slides also together. So I think this kind of education is something that we need for our community. So more people, they will understand what is the power of compounding. So they will know exactly when to pull out some profits, some rewards, right, from the system. And they will spread the right message to the field. So this is very important.
Absolutely. Okay, let's dive into some announcements, guys. Let's stay on the lane of the withdrawals. So some exciting announcements that you may have already heard from the Pacesetter leaders. I know that the word has leaked out, but one of the things that Daisy is doing whenever somebody withdraws their profits, and we have the unilevel bonus that pays out, we know that not everyone in those 10 unilevels are going to be qualified for that payout, right? So you may have someone who, was on the fifth level, 5th generation, and they weren't qualified for generation 5. And so therefore they did not earn that unilevel payout on that 5th generation. 100% of any unpaid unilevel bonuses are going into the Pacesetter bonus pools. That means there's no breakage, and the smart contract is taking 100% of any unqualified payouts and putting it into the Pacesetter Gold and the Pacesetter Leadership Pool. So for those of you that are not yet Pacesetters, this is another massive reason to become Pacesetters. And I'll tell you where we're really going to see the magic. We're going to see the magic starting in August. Because what's going to happen is all the members that join in January, in August, 30% of those rewards are going to be pulled out. The 15% that goes into the bonus plan is going to automatically pay out. Even if that member says, hey, I'm not withdrawing my rewards, I'm going to compound. And they continue to compound for another 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. That's a great decision for that user. But we're going to take the 15% of the profit rewards, and it's going to automatically pay out in residual income. So the first month that we're going to see this is August, and it's going to be absolutely incredible for the community. And then of course, every month that we reach that 6-month point, it's going to be an automatic payout. And for those of you that qualify for Pacesetter, this is going to be extraordinary. This residual portion of the Pacesetter bonus pool, the Pacesetter Gold and Leadership bonus pools, is going to be a really exciting moment and experience for all of the Pacesetters. So we really encourage you to focus on reaching the Pacesetter benchmark. And of course, you do that with 24 personal referrals and 128,000 in personal referral contributions. So that brings us to our next announcement, which we're excited to make. By the end of the day today, we will be resetting the 30-day timer for every single member. And so now that the withdrawals are live, the withdrawal features are working, over the next few days, you're going to see all of the reporting starting to update. We want to say, hey, we really expected the reports to be finished with the timelines that we were given. However, the process of withdrawals and some of the internal programming and coding under the hood, so to speak, as our developers say, under the hood, had to really be focused on. And so we had to make a decision to say, yes, focus on the withdrawals first, and then we will get the back office reports updated. So right now, the rewards component of the back office is top priority. We hope that in the next 24 to 48 hours, we will see some updates there in the reward system. And over the next few days, we will see the back office reports being updated as well. But the most important component was the withdrawals. And it's done, it's working, it's completed, everything's perfect. And so we want to now extend a new 30 days. Now, there's some of you who reached Pacesetter in the last 24 to 48 hours, 72 hours. And because we deployed the smart contract the last week of March, a couple days before the launch, the 30-day timer actually began a couple days before we launched on the 29th. And as a result of that, the 30-day reset has expired. So for some of you who have qualified in the last 24, 48, 72 hours, you're not seeing your Pacesetter qualification yet because that 30-day reset has expired. However, when that update happens today, the reset happens, you will automatically then be upgraded to Pacesetter if you've qualified. But every single member in the community starting today has a full 30 days of reset to go out and reach the Pacesetter Gold qualification. And that's just a very exciting opportunity. Edward, I know that the Pacesetter has been a huge driver in the field. And of course, we saw when the momentum of launch was there, and the momentum that we're going to see in May hits, the rewards from the trading, when all of this hits, that Pacesetter Gold and that Pacesetter leadership bonus is a very exciting reward for the community.
Exactly. Jeremy, one more thing, what's the most exciting in Pacesetter for me is actually equity. People don't realize that there's a 5%, separate 5% in a Pacesetter, only Pacesetter pool, right? There's a 5% separate in the whole community. So whole community, we got 90,000+, right? And in Pacesetter, how much do we have? 300?
Yeah,
people?
right now 300.
So think about it.
250.
You sharing with 90-something thousand or only 300 people. So that's where is huge wealth. Pacesetter is about gaining those shares, equity of the company.
Huge.
Multi-billionaire future, the biggest AI company. It's big for me. I'm all about stocks. I made a lot of money on stocks, and I'm excited specifically about this project. For me is actually all about equity.
Yeah, that's a great point, Edward, because even if, let's say right now we've got 300, or let's say we've got 300 Pacesetters, and we know that we've reached right now about 20% of the $10 million for the equity for Endotech. So we're about 20% of the way there. So let's say that from 20% to 100%, we go from 300 to 1,500, right? And we go from 100,000 members to 500,000 members. So the contributors, that's great, but there's going to be 500,000 members that share in that 5% of the stock equity, right? So you're going to get shares of stock. It's going to be wonderful as a contributor. It's going to be valuable. But as a Pacesetter, instead of sharing 5% with 500,000 people, you're going to share 5% equity with, let's say, 1,500 people. That's extraordinary. I mean, that's like, and we know what's going to happen at Endotech. We really believe that when Endotech goes public, with the support of the Daisy community, all of the publicity that Endotech's going to get over the next 18 months because of Daisy AI, guys, it's going to be a big story in the financial technology world, way beyond just the Daisy community. And when Endotech goes public, I mean, it's like, it can be like owning shares of stock in Amazon or Google or Apple before anyone ever even knew who Microsoft was or who Amazon was, owning shares of stock before the world knew about it. This is what every Daisy member has the opportunity, and this is what the pace setters really have a big opportunity for. So set a goal to get to pace setter. You've got 30 days from today. No matter how long you've been involved with Daisy, you get a do-over. You get a chance to take everything you've done up till now, keep building, and in the next 30 days, you can qualify for pace setter gold.
Jeremy, really quick, if you, in this call, Dr. Anna was talking about at the very beginning, there's institutional comes and say, close the door and just give us for institutional, right? She wasn't just saying that. There's already, so the reason I'm saying this is about equity. There's already a huge interest, and not just interest, offers coming that I'm not going to mention names because everybody knows this name. There's already big offers coming and interest into Endotech, because what is going on right now, they have their eyes on it and they see it and they're like, we want this. Big institutional.
Guys, listen, we beat the institutions to the punch. And Edward, that's really because you saw the vision of Endotech, and as a community now, we see the vision of Endotech, and we secured that exclusive equity agreement where only the Daisy community is allowed to actually contribute and have equity in Endotech. This is crazy, guys. And now that we're starting to grow, they're seeing the results. There are huge institutional investors. They want to finance Daisy AI. They want to push. They would love to be able to push us out of the way, the little guys of the world, and say we want this all for ourselves. And the reality is, because of the success that you created, guys, in the field, when we launched in January, when we relaunched 30 days ago, and what we're going to do over the next 90 days, you have secured the exclusive equity contribution opportunity for the Daisy community. And this is going to be a massive story for the marketplace. You got me excited, Edward. All right. Couple more quick announcements. So VIP clients, let's talk about the VIP program. For those members, and maybe not everyone knows or understands the VIP program, but it's very powerful. When a person contributes all the way to tier 10, so they move from tier 1 to tier 10, that's a total of 102,300 in contributions. That member is now considered a VIP qualifier, which means they can open up their own personal trading account with Endotech, where the money stays, for example, in your Binance exchange, your Binance wallet, or Gemini, or whatever you're using, and you can connect directly through API to the trading AI and see those results. And as a VIP member, it's great because normally Endotech has a 10% entry fee, but for VIP members, it's reduced to 5%. And in the Daisy model, where 70% of the rewards go to the contributor, in the VIP program, 80% of the rewards go to the contributor. In the VIP program, there's also 10%, so 80% goes to the member, 10% goes back into the referral plan, and then of course 10% goes to Endotech and Daisy on the business side. So for the VIP, initially what we had set up, what we had programmed was 1% for 10 generations on the unit level. So if you referred someone, you made 1%. If someone on your 10th level referred someone, you made 1%. And what we realize is there's a lot of effort involved oftentimes when you're talking to these institutional clients that are coming into Daisy. There's a lot of effort, there's time, usually from the refer, sometimes from the sponsor of the refer, where they're answering those questions, and from the leaders that are qualified as pace setter, who are taking time to answer and work with those high level questions. So we've made an update before we release the VIP into the smart contract, where here's what's going to happen now. If you are the personal referrer of a VIP member, 4% of the trading profits are going to be rewarded directly to you as the referrer. Now, this is powerful because in the VIP program, there's no upfront bonus, right? You get the upfront bonus when they purchase tiers 1 through 10, you get that 5% bonus. So, you know, we decided that it was very fair to say, hey, we want to reward the person who's bringing that VIP member to the community, and a 4% reward will go to you as the referrer from all of the trading profits. If you're the sponsor of the referrer, so if you're second generation to the VIP member, if they're second generation to you, then you will earn a 2% unilevel bonus on the total trading profits. And then we're going to take the next 2% and it's going to go into the Pacesetter Gold bonus pool, and the final 2% into the Pacesetter Leadership bonus pool. So instead of spreading the VIP bonus 1% through 10 levels, which many people may not qualify for, et cetera, and it really lowers the reward of the person who's referring that VIP member, now 4% will go to the refer, 2% will go to the second generation, and then 2% will go to the Pacesetter Gold bonus pool, and 2% will go to the Pacesetter Leadership bonus pool. So we have a lot of folks that are excited about the VIP program, who've already started to engage in that program. And you know, through some feedback from many leaders in the field, this was a decision that is a smart decision that puts the rewards in the right places. So Ilya and Edward, I know the VIP program was something you guys brought to the table. It was something you guys knew was very important that we have, because there's so many institutional investors out there. So I'm excited about this change, and I'm glad you guys suggested this.
Yeah. VIP is going to be pretty big for people who have who's working with wealthy people, or even a lot of people will become wealthy here in Daisy, right? They're going to buy up to 10, and then they will want to have their own account, and the person should be rewarded who helped them to get there. So that's why this 4%, this is not one time. This is very important. This is not one time referral. Those customers, those are live customers, VIP account, because you hold account on yourself. You are not even, maybe you're understanding, but some people probably don't even have a clue how big this 4% in the long term on VIP, it's big.
It's unbelievably big. It's very big, because those customers, VIP customers, they can put hundreds of thousands directly through API key. And with the power of compounding, in a matter of 1, 2, 3 years, they will grow their capital into millions of dollars. And they will pay this performance fee, and everybody will be able, or referrers will be able to get 4%, right? So it's very powerful. It's very big. So it's
awesome. Okay, so the last announcement for today, I know everyone is excited. We've been talking it up and preparing everybody, and that's the Daisy app that is going to be going live in the very near future. So the Daisy app is completed. It's 100% built, and it's ready to go. The final step for the Daisy app is we are completing a new 3-minute video that will be a video that introduces people to Daisy. And really the purpose of this 3-minute video is to make them want more information. So when they watch the 3-minute video, they can then move on and watch further information to learn about the Daisy project and get started. And we're creating a new rewards plan video. Actually, not new. It's the first rewards plan video that we've ever released to the market. And this will be a short, 8 to 10 minute video that literally answers and explains every single detail of the referral plan in a very quick and easy to understand way. So when someone says, hey, how does the Daisy bonus plan work? How does the smart contract referral plan work? You'll be able to, from the app, send people a short video, and that video will explain everything. And so those videos are being completed. As soon as those videos are completed, we expect maybe in the next few days to a week, it could be a little bit longer. We just brought in a brand new marketing company with a global marketing company with incredible history behind them that's helping us finalize our branding and video development. Once those videos are completed, the Daisy app will go live, and you'll be able to start engaging and using that app to build your Daisy network. So we're very excited. This app, just to remind everyone, it's the most brilliant marketing app that I've ever seen. I've used apps and developed apps and worked with tools for many years in the peer-to-peer industry. And here's what we all know. We all know that when a new person has a simple tool where they can share the information in a way where they don't have to figure out, what do I do first? What do I do next? But where they can start to share Daisy with others on social media, on WhatsApp, on Telegram, email, text message. They can start to share Daisy in a way that brings people into the Daisy project, and it successfully brings them through the information process to the point of decision. When a new person doesn't have to think and a new person doesn't have to figure out what to do, they simply click a button and they start to build their Daisy business. This is a game changer when it comes to duplication. When you have a message as profound as Daisy, you don't want someone to figure out, how do I share this? How do I tell the Daisy story? You want the tools to do 100% of that work. We're having the videos produced in every language that the initial videos were produced in. So we'll have 12 or 13 languages on day one. The app itself is going to be available in all of those languages as well. So no matter what part of the world a person is from, they will be able to use the app in their language. They will be able to send out the videos and the information in their language. And it's just going to be an amazing tool. The tool also tracks every single activity happening. So when you share the 2-minute video with somebody and they watch the video, you get a notification that your friend just watched the video. If they watch the 3-minute video and they go, man, I want to learn more, and they then watch the next video and they say, man, I want to learn about the rewards plan, and they watch the rewards plan video, you're going to know, you're going to have notifications and tracking that shows you your friend just watched video 1, video 2, video 3, and they've requested a link to get started in Daisy. All of this will be tracked from inside of the app, automatic follow-ups. It's just a brilliant, brilliant platform. And we're excited to be releasing that in the very, very near future. So I believe we've covered all of the announcements today. It's been a great call. Really thankful for Dr. Anna sharing with us today. Guys, we're just excited about the future of Daisy. It's not our goal to just focus on short term. It's our only goal. You know, I like to say it this way, that we don't just want to be the fastest or even the biggest project in the industry. We are accomplishing both of those, but we want to be the most admired project. We want to be the most admired community in the industry. We want to be the community and the project that people say, you know what, they do things with integrity. They have challenges, but they're always transparent and they always solve the challenges. Daisy has a commitment to doing things right. Daisy has a commitment to letting leaders bring value to the big decisions. Daisy is a community where everybody wins. Daisy is a community that doesn't bring short-term ideas, but they bring long-term ideas to the marketplace. Daisy is a culture where every person matters, where everyone is equal. And we want to just be the most admired company. That doesn't happen overnight. That takes time to develop. But the commitment, the Daisy commitment to the world is to be the most admired project in the entire world, in the entire industries that we are in. And that's our commitment. And so because of that, sometimes you have to slow down in order to speed up. Sometimes you have to step back, make things better, and then aggressively move forward in the marketplace. Now is the time for things to go to the next level. Now that the withdrawals are live, all of the things are taking place, the 30-day reset, this is the moment. This is the moment where if you've been sitting on the sidelines or you put your business maybe on pause temporarily, this is the time for all of us to come out now in the biggest way ever, because where Daisy is going next, and guys, in the next 30 days, we're going to make some announcements that are going to blow your mind. And I promise you, you want to be a pace setter in the next 30 days. And you want to build your organization as big as possible in the next 30 days, because we have the next announcement coming in the next 30 days. And when that next announcement comes, trust me, everything that you've seen up till now with the Daisy story is very, I don't want to say small because it's massive, but what we're going to announce next is going to be like putting rocket fuel on the Daisy engine. We're about to blow this rocket ship to, billions of dollars in real value into the marketplace. So get ready. Big things are coming. We promise you that. And now is the time to make some big moves. May is the month where every single member, we encourage you, make May your month. Reach Pacesetter, reach Pacesetter leader, help people in your group reach Pacesetter, and take the month of May, take the next 30 days and capitalize on this opportunity that you have, because the long-term result and reward of that is going to be absolutely life-changing for you and your family. With that said, I think we're done today, guys. Anything else?
No, I was just waiting to get over with this call and get back to business.
Love it.
Yeah, I got the same feeling, Jeremy. Yes, I think you nailed it. It's a wonderful speech. So basically, yes, you touched on everything. And now as we go into May, we have like a couple days left before May. So, I mean, May is, promising to be fantastic months for everybody.
Awesome. All right, guys, good morning, good night, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, we love you. We'll talk to everybody soon.
Bye-bye.